Romeo's Love, Part 5. I dialed Vanessa's number again. The phone rang and rang, but no answer. Still, nothing. Has she not picked up yet? Charlotte asked, looking over at me with concern as I sat there, feeling restless. No, she still hasn't, I said, my voice flat. I kept staring at my phone, waiting for it to light up, for something, anything to change. Charlotte walked over and sat next to me. Romeo, just calm down. She'll call when she's available. Don't stress yourself over it. I know, I muttered, trying to convince myself. I'll try to just chill, but no matter how much I told myself to relax, the worry gnawed at me. Something wasn't right. I couldn't shake that feeling. Meanwhile, in Vanessa's world, things were very different. She was sitting on a bed in a shabby apartment, looking more relaxed. But she wasn't alone. There was a guy with her. He was tall, with a rough edge to him, a guy who clearly didn't care much for playing by society's rules. His name was William, and from the looks of it, he wasn't someone who had a lot of money. But he didn't seem bothered by that. He seemed content with the life he had, which was more street than elite. He was grinning, his arms around Vanessa as she laid next to him. Babe, William said, his tone thick with irritation. Who's this person blowing up your phone? Vanessa glanced at the phone on the table, where my name was flashing on the screen with the constant ringing. She picked it up, turned it over, and sighed. Oh, that's Romeo, she said, shrugging casually. He's not anyone important. He's got money, but that's it. William's eyes lit up with a sharp, greedy gleam. That's what I'm talking about. Get money from him. We can use it to get out of this place, move to Paris, live the good life. Vanessa smiled, her lips curling into a mischievous grin. Yes, baby, I'll do that. You know I love you so much. The two of them cuddled up again, lost in their own little world, unaware of the storm they were stirring in mine. Back at my place, I was still in the same position, phone in hand, trying to stay calm. Charlotte was talking, but I wasn't really hearing her. I was lost in my thoughts, wondering why Vanessa wasn't responding, and why everything seemed off. Are you even hearing me? Charlotte asked, a little frustrated, as she touched my shoulder. I blinked, shaking myself out of the trance. Sorry, I have a lot going on right now, I said, running my hand through my hair. Is it because of Vanessa? She asked, her voice softer now. She'll come back, don't worry. I guess, I muttered, still not fully convinced. I leaned back on the couch, closing my eyes for a second. Charlotte left the room shortly after, heading into the gaming room to blow off some steam. I stayed there, my mind in a whirlwind, still waiting for that call that never came. Then, just as I was about to give up and let my thoughts consume me, there was a knock on the door. I jumped, heart racing, hoping it was Vanessa. I rolled myself to the door, still unsure of how I would get up if it was her. When I opened it, there she was, standing in the doorway with a sheepish look on her face. I know I've wronged you, Vanessa said, her voice apologetic. But I've been so busy lately. My mom, she collapsed again. I didn't want to disturb you. I felt a wave of relief wash over me, mixed with a deep sense of guilt. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope she's okay? Vanessa nodded. Yeah, she's in the hospital right now, getting treated. But thank you for asking. That's good to hear, I said, smiling weakly. But you should let me help. I want to send you some money so you can take care of her and yourself. Before I knew it, she wrapped her arms around me and kissed me softly on the lips. It was a kiss that left me breathless. For a moment, I forgot about everything, the pain in my legs, the worry in my heart. She had that power over me. Just as I was starting to feel stronger, the sound of Charlotte's loud voice came from the gaming room, shattering the moment. Who's that? Vanessa pulled back from the kiss, looking around in confusion. Who's that? Oh, it's Charlotte, I said, trying to make light of it. She's just playing games in the other room. Vanessa nodded, still looking a little uneasy. A moment later, Charlotte walked out of the gaming room, her eyes narrowing as she saw Vanessa standing by the door. And you, where have you been? She snapped, her tone harsh. And why aren't you picking up his calls? That thing you're holding in your hand? It's called a phone. Use it for something other than putting him in danger. I was shocked. The sharpness in Charlotte's voice hit me like a slap to the face. Vanessa flinched, her face falling. Charlotte, I said, my voice firm, that's enough. Vanessa looked down, hurt by the way Charlotte had spoken to her. She stayed quiet for a moment, then sighed. Don't worry about it. I'll get used to it. She turned to me, and I could see she was upset. Wait, I said, reaching for my phone. I quickly transferred 1,000 into her account. Take this. It's for you and your mom. Please don't let this stress you out too much. Vanessa's eyes softened as she saw the money come through. Thank you, she said, hugging me once again, a little more tightly this time. She kissed me again and then left, but I had no idea where she was going. I didn't want to ask. Back at her place, as soon as she walked in, William was waiting. He didn't even look surprised when she transferred him the money. That's my girl, he said, his grin wide. Thank you for the cash. This'll take us far. Back at my house, I confronted Charlotte, my anger building up. Why did you talk to her like that? I demanded, my voice shaking with frustration. She's been helping me? And you treat her like that? Charlotte didn't even flinch. I'm sorry, Romeo, but you can't just let her walk all over you. She's using you. You're better than that. I could feel my blood boiling. I don't want to hear that from you. You don't know her like I do. With a snarl, Charlotte stormed out of the house, leaving me all alone. The house felt emptier than ever. And me? I was left in the middle of all this chaos, my body broken, and my heart confused. To be continued. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Most importantly, follow, so you won't miss out on any episode.